I'd like to see empire go down and everybody become conscious of what their actions do. I hope very much in the next 5 years that as a society we really become more aware of what our actions are doing to our own nest and to the nest of all living beings. There's more acceptance of the scientific basis of some of what we need to do. I hope that as a species we'll really open our hearts and minds and be able to turn the corner before it turns on us, I guess. And I think that the next 5 to 10 years are really going to be important for that. It's very encouraging to me that people are working on these things around the world. There's so much activity going on around it at the same time that there is just our use of everything continues, as a species, continues to climb. I guess I hope that there's a really big shift soon.
I'd like to see humanity wake up. I would like to see a thunderclap sweep across the face of the planet, an awakening that's been in play for a long, long time, maybe billions of years, so that aware consciousness sweeps across the planet and we then can address all the issues that we've got from a coherent, resonant perspective rather than the divisive, fractionated perspective that we've got now, where everything seems to be constipated by polarized differences. On a more mundane level, I would like to help manifest more alternative energy installed in Jefferson County.
I think we probably have to look at 20 years. I'm very struck, having worked in public policy on the peninsula, of how slow change can happen and then how quickly we can reach a tipping point. For example, many of my colleagues right now are very discouraged because they're concerned about oil or they're concerned about the economic system structure. And I'm probably more optimistic now than I've been in the last 20 years because I think we get it now. And once we get it as a people, I have total confidence in American ingenuity and generosity and abundance that we'll figure it out. The power of linking our generation with the Y generation, the global citizen generation, who have the same social justice values we have phenomenal technology skills, phenomenal empathy. We're raised by our generation to be politically active. They get green. We need to get out of their way and let them take the lead and then coach them and support them. It's something that the World War II generation did not do for our generation. You know, they hung on. I mean, most of the elected officials are still over 65 and they're hanging on to power. And our generation, I think, would want to hang on. But I think we see this new generation stewarding our same values.
I'd like to see people wake up and wake up to the fact that, one, there's a lot of people on this planet, but that we're overusing and abusing our water, that we're overusing and abusing pesticides in our soils so that our food doesn't have quality of life in it, and that so our children and grandchildren, particularly our grandchildren, really will struggle, I think, to survive because they don't have quality food and they don't have quality water. The more that I've gotten involved, particularly with the issues of water, we don't have time not to wake up. But that's what I hope, is that people wake up and they see what they need to work on. And for here locally, I really want people to wake up that it includes all the animals. It includes the real health of the orcas and the health of the salmon and the land animals and the birds. And I hear a lot of conversation that man's first, and man won't win that way either. And that so locally, I really hope people wake up to the fact that we have to have a diverse planet to survive. In the very traditional level, the way for the world to wake up is through our media and through friends and people passing information along. I see the media being permitted to carry those stories more, which they weren't maybe a year ago. I see more of it on TV, but I don't see that I don't see that path is fast enough. So for me personally, it really becomes a spiritual path, and it's a belief that if we hold the vision, and enough of us hold the vision, that will make a leap or a jump. So in the end, it comes down to spirit and faith, because I don't think the mind, even though the mind is what we're having fun with and creating with and learning with and sharing, and I think we need the knowledge of the mind, I don't think the way of waking people up through that process will happen fast enough. I think it's going to have to come through the heart and spirit.
It's easy to see the big forces as fearful forces. As things fall apart, it's easy to get scared. The encouragement that comes from seeing a challenge as an opportunity rather than a problem, from re-perceiving the situation so that it moves into an opportunity, then actualizing, taking the power of our intention and our action to make changes and empower everybody to claim their life and improve the quality of their life is part of what I experienced out of the 2020. This is what we've managed to pull off here. Not that this is perfect or the only answer or anything like that, but here's some ideas. See what you can do in your community too.